A meteor falls from the sky in Russia, causing crazy blue rock things to grow underground, called Elysium, which is being mined and turned into weapons or something. A team is sent in to investigate, captured, and you've got to save them, armed with only a knife at first. This is the slick re-envisioning of Shank'N Go, otherwise known as RUSH'N Attack. The original RUSH'N Attack was a 1985 arcade game from Konami with a clever Cold War-era play on words, which gained fame on home consoles like the Nintendo Entertainment System. I think everybody had RUSH'N Attack. And it was never really one of my favorites. I'm happy to say that RUSH'N Attack X-Patriot shares little in common with the original, except that you start out with a knife, and that it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer. Modernized, of course. This version is on the Xbox 360. You can also get RUSH'N Attack X-Patriot for the PlayStation 3. What's that, Konami? No NES game cartridge release? Come on! Bring back the Silver Label series. I loved those. They were the classiest NES carts. The quick and easy way to describe this game is Bionic Commando Rearmed meets Singularity, the underrated first-person shooter from Activision with some similar stylistic elements. There's no time-shifting thing in this. This is a downloadable game, relatively affordable. You unlock new combination moves as you play through the game, and there's also things hidden around levels to collect. There's a major stealth component to the game, and you know how I work with stealth. I like to make as much noise as possible. If you're playing RUSH'N Attack X-Patriot for points, note the score on the top left, you'll score more points for stealth kills, as well as properly executed combos. If you want to just grab a rifle and shoot everybody, you score less points, but it's far easier. Out of my way, I'm escaping. That's my favorite move, grabbing them by their ankles and flinging them. But they may not be finished yet. You have to jump back on them frequently and stab them again. Let them know that Shank'N Go is still in effect. I wish they would have named the game that, or at least come up with a new name, like Quick and Stab. I'll have 3 stabs and a slushie to go, thanks. I think that fans of the excellent Bionic Commando Rearmed would enjoy this game. It doesn't have quite the upfront, in-your-face challenge unless you're going for the points, in which case you'll want to play each of the levels over and over again, memorize where the bad guys are, and find new creative ways to Shank'N Go or Quick and Stab them, X-Patriot style. You'll encounter a nice variety of levels, as well as some end bosses. The overall production value and music is solid for this kind of game. There's no sloppy voice acting to worry about. The storyline is told through text. And while the gameplay is far more advanced and fun than the original, it does retain some of that 1980s charm. It should be noted that the enemy guards could really use some glasses. You can stand about 10 feet in front of them before they see you. And they can't hear either. You could stand behind them, bang a tambourine, and then, just push them off the edge. It's a game for those who enjoy the stealth genre mixed with platformers. You can go back in and revisit each level, and try again for a higher score. I had particular trouble with the jumping sequences, but that's always my problem with platformers. Yeah, I could have snuck up on them, but I like that move where he jumps over them and then disembowels them on his knife. It has a fun over-the-top style. I was able to interview the associate producer of this game at E3 2010, so watch my interview with him and learn a bit more about what goes into this. As you play through, there's some more surprises, which I'm not giving away. It's RUSH'N Attack, Quick and Stab, X-Patriot. Now, if only there was an achievement point named after my favorite word. That's Shank'Tacular. Thank you for visiting the International House of Stabbing.